I'm sure some of you will agree with me and some of you will not agree with me. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cornerstone Skills. My name is Elizabeth Alex. I am here to give you 5 benefits of reading. Whether you like it or not, whether you find it boring or not, let me tell you 5 benefits of reading that would change your mind about reading today. So the very first one is a vast improvement in our vocabulary. Reading exposes us to a lot of new words and phrases, thus improving our vocabulary and thus enhancing our English speaking skills. Sometimes you may be reading the book for the sake of the story. What you should do then is read the story, and while you're reading the book, while you're reading the story, you may find a lot of new words. Underline the new words. After you're done with the story, you can go back and check the meaning of the word and learn and thus improve your vocabulary. It is always good to maintain a separate notebook for your new words. Number 2, reading improves our sentence structure and grammar usage, which helps us to speak more accurately. So once you have understood the text and checked out the new words, go back to the text and find out in which tense the text is written. Is it describing facts or is it describing something of the past? What are the prepositions used? So many words and phrases you could explore on. Now I know what's running through your mind. Where is the time to do all this? We have so much of time that we spend aimlessly. So let us plan and decide, when can I set aside some time to do my reading, to do my study, because my purpose is I want to improve my English. Number 3, fluency and confidence. Reading frequently can improve our fluency and confidence in English. The more we read, the more comfortable we become and the more confident we become in expressing ourselves in English. Number 4, exposure to different styles. Reading improves our style of writing, thus helps us to improve our comprehension of English literature, and this builds up on our fluency. Thus, we are able to express ourselves more eloquently. How? When you focus on different books, you focus on the various genres, on the various categories of writing work. You get new information and new ideas. You learn about other culture, history, and different viewpoints. Now, the 5th one is a different benefit. It is, what is the benefit of reading aloud? It is so important that you read aloud, especially if you find the book kind of dry, and you have to read it aloud. So what is the benefit? When I say read aloud, it is always good to read audibly and not in our mind. This will help you in your pronunciation even as you get exposed to new words. Learn to pronounce them correctly. We all make mistakes in our pronunciation, but when we are corrected, make sure you use the right pronunciation. Reading aloud teaches you to read at a moderate speed. Your rate of speech will get better and better. You will be neither fast nor slow. Now the question is, what do I read? Read online articles, at least read the headlines of the newspaper, and we also have this app on our phones which is called In Shots. That's really good, and you can always read that. Then what else? The Kindle app is an excellent app that we have on our phone, and you can read it anywhere, anytime. Now, if you have never ever read English books and you want to improve your English and you want to make a start, I encourage you to read your child's textbook. If you have small kids, take their school textbooks, and they have nice, interesting small stories. Read them. And even comics like Tinkle are very easy and interesting to read. Read simple stories, bedtime stories, short stories, something that you will not want to put down. Boring books will put you to sleep. Encourage your children to start reading at a tender age. I'm amazed, I'm impressed at the young parents these days, they teach their children to read, they tell them stories, and such that even in their free time you see the child reading books. Children have developed such an interest to read books that even if you leave them alone, they are reading books. That is way better than giving them the mobile. The mobile is an easy way out. Remember, whatever you train them at a very young age, that is what gets developed in them as they grow. Consistent reading will help you to build your vocabulary, improve your concentration, enhance your memory, and stimulate your imagination. Reading is very good, especially for students. It sharpens their mind. Read books, read English books not just once in a while, but make it a regular routine. Be consistent in reading every day. At least start off with half an hour and increase the time. I hope your passion to read will start from this day. That is, if you want to build up on your English speaking skill. Now, I would like to read something to you, and even as I read it to you, make a note where to pause. When you pause at the comma, at the full stop, you have a longer pause. So I am going to read something from this newspaper, which is called The Young World. And this newspaper, I have it with me. It's the year 2007 September. 2007 September is 16 years back, and I still have the newspaper with me. It's a small write-up written by a 11th standard child. So the title is Effective Learning. We are all students from different classes, and we all have challenges and hopes. We have competitions, exams, skill testing. But most of us do not know how to face our challenges, where to search for study materials, and so on. Though we learn a lot from libraries and other books, we are still not up to date on new scientific development. By using the internet, we can keep abreast of all that is happening. On the educational sites, there are many interesting subjects that are discussed. If you are new to the internet, ask your parents or teachers to help you out. Search for projects and collect information about topics you want to know more about. Trying to introduce the internet. And 16 years back, and today, where are we? So that's all and that's all about reading. I request you to note down in the comments and tell me, what is your passion? Are you passionate about reading or not? Bye-bye.